Hi, David Bianco back at the Sound of Safe and Sound, Texas. I'm going to be responding to a couple of videos I've seen recently. One initially being critical of Mobile Fidelity Sound Labs and the quality of the artwork and the jackets that they put together to provide the albums that we listen to. And then, of course, there was a response to that, which was a very, very cynical and funny video from Mike at the In Groove in Phoenix, Arizona, a great record store there, and really was amusing and really, I think, put in perspective the very things that I was thinking about. So let's talk about that next here at the Sound of Safe and Sound, Texas. So I saw a video recently on the latest, one of the latest releases by Mobile Fidelity, and it was in fact this one, the Eye in the Sky from Alan Parsons Project. Great album. It was released as a 2 LP, 45 RPM by Mobile Fidelity, and so basically this release is not on their top shelf. It's not a one step, and it's I don't even think it's super vinyl. So it's a mid $50 kind of release. I mean, I can even see here, on the top of this, I haven't opened this, and it's you can already see that the way the plastic is here, it's already opened, and I haven't done anything that would cause that. So, there are some manufacturing glitches that occur. That is a perforation now they have on top, to where the intent is to just tear it so that it opens up, as opposed to having to take a knife or something and do that. But again, that's another change in their process. And so I saw a recent video on this. And the discussion totally was about the packaging, and it was about the colors, and it was about the quality of the jacket, and it was all about that. It wasn't at all about the vinyl inside or how it sounded. And so I went back and I looked at a couple of others that I have. So I have a speaker's corner, and it's actually still sealed. This was a $35 record, speaker corner out of Germany, all analog. Great, great work that they do. And so I kind of looked at this, and it didn't have any embossing on it. Like there was an implication that maybe some of the better jackets did. I looked at the resolution of the photos and the artwork, and I said, yeah, it's average. It's not great. I got to say, I don't pay that much attention to that relative to the actual music. Then I pulled out a couple of my OGs of this that I have on Arista, and I compared them, and I said, there's a little bit of difference in the green. In the speaker's corner on the left, you can see it's a darker green than the green on the right and these are the OGs. So then I went and compared that to the Mobile Fidelity, which was the topic at hand. And here's the Mobile Fidelities on here on the left, my left, and on the right's here. So yeah, I mean the picture isn't quite as well toned, I would say, and yeah, I just looked at it and thought, okay. Yeah, the pictures are a little dull. They're not, but the person who did the review was really an advertising agent, artwork kind of guy. And I respect that aspect of what's done. And I think that the consideration is, are they really putting the money into the whole product as opposed to trying to skimp a bit on the packaging and on the artwork and what have you. And maybe that's true. I know some of the releases Analog Productions has done have been very top notch in that regard, and it's obvious. So probably there is that case. But for those of us who are certainly much more akin to listening to the music and maybe looking at the covers and reading the foldouts and what have you, or the inserts, maybe it's not as big a deal. To each their own. But for me, when I buy an audiophile recording, I am buying an audiophile recording. And for me, that's the most important piece of that. And I will have a review of that and a shootout on The Eye in the Sky by Alan Parsons here soon. So there you have it. The one thing I will say in reflection about Mobile Fidelity's packaging and pressings and everything actually has to do more with seam splits and things of that nature, where the record going in the sleeve actually causes the seam on the cover to split toward the top or the bottom. And to me, that's a bigger issue, because you actually are deforming and taking away the quality and the ruggedness of the cover. So I would say that's a bigger issue to me than the artwork per se. Now, there is one tip I can give you. If you order from Mobile Fidelity directly at MOFI.com, you can request that they take the records out of the actual cover, that they take them and the inner sleeve and they put them on the interior of the opening of the gatefold. Or if it's a single album, they'll put it on the outside, so it doesn't have that interior pressure on there. You can make a special request. Now, of course, the record won't be sealed at that time, but it does in fact mitigate that problem. So for now, this is David Bianco saying thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you would, and also tell your friends. If you like the video, please press that like button. Comments are always welcome as well. Any other things you might like to see. So for now, thanks for watching at the sound of Safe and Sound, Texas. Take care, everybody.